I want to begin this video by showing you a painful truth that many people face. When you start to put yourself first, some people will call you selfish. When you start to focus on yourself, they will say you are becoming distant. But they don't know the truth. You don't change because you become a cold person. You change because you are so tired of always ignoring yourself just to make other people comfortable. Let's make this clear. Don't think that focusing on yourself means you don't care, or that you are turning your back on the world. Focusing on yourself is not selfish. It is a very important wake-up call. Because you cannot give love if you are completely empty inside. You cannot help or support anyone if you are falling down yourself. And you absolutely cannot bring light to others if you keep letting yourself stay in the dark. This video is not here to give you empty comfort. It is for anyone who feels like they are falling very deep, who is losing trust in themselves, and who doesn't know where to start again. Today, we will face the most real lessons together. How to find your self-respect again. How to keep moving forward when everything falls apart. And how to stop hoping others will help you so you can start saving your own life. Because one day, you will understand. Your life changes when you stop waiting and start choosing yourself. This journey of changing yourself is not easy. It will take a lot of courage, but it is the only way to truly live, not just exist. It is time to stop pushing yourself to exhaustion. It is time to stop letting your pain and fear control you. Because after all, you deserve a peaceful mind, and the world needs to see the strong, bright, and unbreakable version of you. Let's begin. Lesson 1. What you avoid will control your life. First, you need to understand why you are not being your true self. You don't always react to what is happening right now. Very often, you react because of old wounds, old fears, and hidden insecurities that you have never really faced. Do you think you get angry easily because it's just your personality? Do you think you doubt others because it's hard for you to trust? Do you hold on too tight because you love someone too much? That might not be true. The thing that silently controls your life could be something you never even thought about. It could be the fear of being left alone, the feeling of not being good enough, a past pain that was ignored, or an old memory hidden deep in your mind. And when you don't realize this, you will think this is just who you are. You call your anger a personality. You call your controlling behavior caring. You call holding on too tight love. You call your silent suffering being strong. But deep down, it might just be your pain trying to protect you. Let me tell you a truth. Many people think focusing on themselves means buying new things, going to a spa, sleeping a little more, or staying away from tiring people. Those things can make you feel better, but they might not help you truly change. Focusing on yourself goes much deeper than that. It is when you dare to stop, look inside, and honestly ask, what is truly hurting inside me? Not what annoyed you today, not who just made you sad, but what wound is silently controlling how you react, how you love, how you fear, and how you make choices in your life. Because until you understand what is hurting you, it will keep controlling you. Sadly, we lie to ourselves by using our personality as a shield to hide wounds that have never healed. The toxic reactions you repeat every day are not the real you. They are the shadows of old wounds, silently dragging you down. You say, I have a bad temper. No. Maybe you have just been exhausted for so long that you don't have the energy to be gentle anymore. You say, I am a cold person. No. Maybe you were hurt too much, so you had to build a wall to protect yourself. You complain, "Why do I always choose the wrong person?" No, you are not unlucky. You are just attracted to familiar pain, even when you know it will destroy you. I have to tell you this. Our unhealed pain is like a bruise on the body. Most of the time, you may think it is fine, but if someone accidentally touches it, it hurts a lot. Not because the touch was too hard, but because there is still an unhealed wound underneath. The mind is the same. Sometimes, you react very strongly to what is happening now, not because the problem is too big, but because it has touched an old pain inside you. The solution: stop running away from yourself. Today, stop and look straight inside. What makes you lose control of your anger? What makes you scared? What makes you lose your peace? Don't call it a personality. Don't rush to blame life. Look deeper. Maybe it is an old wound, still silently controlling you. Trust me, once you see it, name it, and understand it, it will no longer have the power to lead your life. The moment you see that old pain, it loses the ability to silently control you in the dark. Once you see it, you start taking back your power of choice. You are no longer dragged away by the pain. You become someone who can look at that pain and say, "I understand why you are here. But from today, you do not get to decide my life anymore." Lesson 2. Stop living just to be accepted. Ask yourself an honest question. What are you working so hard for? Are you trying to make your own life better? Or are you just trying to please everyone else? You try to be good, easygoing, quiet, and understanding. You learn to hide your true feelings and needs. You say, "I'm fine," even when you are completely exhausted inside. But in the end, are you really growing up, or are you just making yourself smaller so nobody rejects you? Here is the truth. The world doesn't care about you as much as you think. No matter how good you are, someone will still dislike you. No matter how hard you try, someone won't appreciate it. No matter how much you sacrifice, someone will just take it for granted. Let's look at history. How do you think great people changed the world? Did they do it by keeping their heads down, pleasing the crowd, and trying not to upset anyone? No. History doesn't remember boring people. If they chose to be quiet and average, the world wouldn't remember them at all. If Steve Jobs gave up after failing, we might not have Apple today. If J.K. Rowling believed her first rejections, Harry Potter might still be hidden in a drawer. If Walt Disney gave up when people doubted him, millions of kids wouldn't have grown up with his magical dreams. If Thomas Edison quit after thousands of mistakes, the world would remember him as a failure, not a great inventor. If Albert Einstein let early judgments define his intelligence, he wouldn't have become one of the greatest minds in history. All the brilliant people in history were not accepted by the world at first, but they were different from us because they didn't let rejection, doubt, or judgment stop them. They didn't beg for the crowd to believe in them. They believed in themselves first. They spend their time and energy focusing on their work instead of worrying about what other people thought. And the result? One day, the same world that doubted them had to speak their names with respect. If you only remember one thing today, I hope you remember this. If you live your life trying not to disappoint anyone, the person who will be most disappointed is you. Don't betray yourself just to please the world. The solution: instead of wasting energy guessing what others think, put that energy into what you really want to do. Every day, pick the 3 most important tasks that bring you closer to your goal and focus on finishing them. Let your brain get used to this feeling. Someone is annoyed with me, but the world is not ending. I am still alive. I am still fine. Other people's opinions do not build your future. Your focus, discipline, and hard work do. Lesson 3. No one can grow up for you. When you decide to improve yourself and step out of your comfort zone, be ready to face a harsh truth. This path is very, very lonely. That is why people often say that successful people are the loneliest people. Because when you start focusing on your own growth, you become pickier about who gets your time, space, and energy. It is not because you are arrogant or look down on anyone. It just reflects a natural rule of survival. Eagles do not fly with sparrows. Not because eagles are better, but because each bird flies at a different height, in a different direction, and survives in a different way. Your path is the same. When your goals change, your environment must change too. When you want to move up, you cannot stay in places that only pull you down. Success always comes with a high price. Your focus and your time. To protect those two things, you must learn to say no more firmly. Say no to pointless hangouts. Say no to drama that brings you down. Say no to negative people who never want to change. Say no to things that take you away from your goals. Because you know your energy is limited. Your time is limited. If you let just anyone into your mind, you won't have enough strength left to build the life you want. Not everyone will understand what you are chasing. Not everyone will see what you are trying to build. Not everyone will be patient enough to stay with you when you are struggling, failing, and quietly changing every day. There will be times when you have to get through things alone. Learn by yourself. Fix your mistakes by yourself. Stand back up by yourself. Remind yourself to keep going, even when nobody sees it, nobody cheers for you, and nobody truly understands what you are going through. But do not fear that loneliness. Sometimes it does not mean you are left behind. It means you are stepping into a new version of yourself. You stop living for the noise of the crowd and start staying true to your own goals, values, and path. Lesson 4. Don't live as a copy of yesterday. Today, I need you to understand a hard truth. Time is the most valuable thing you have, but it is also the easiest thing to throw away. Time comes and goes in our lives very silently. It doesn't sound an alarm that you are burning your youth, opportunities, and energy every hour. No, it just quietly disappears. And once time has passed, no magic can bring it back. What is the biggest tragedy in this world? It is not that you walk slower than others. The tragedy is that years fly by, and you are still stuck in the same place, with the same fear, the same excuses, the same old lifestyle. But you open your eyes every morning and falsely hope that your life will change by itself. Do you often say things like, "I will do it tomorrow. I will wait until I am ready. One day, I will change"? But the truth is hard. If you do nothing today, tomorrow will be exactly like today. If you live the same day 365 times, next year you will not change. You will just be 1 year older. Remember, you will not live forever. Your time is short. Every morning you wake up, you get a new chance, but you also lose one day forever. You should not ask how much time you have left. You should ask yourself, am I using my time to build a good life? Or am I just waiting and worrying about the future? The worst thing is when a year passes and you are still the exact same person you wanted to change today. So, how can you change? Starting today, make new rules for your life. Don't say you will take care of your health when you have time. Stand up, put on your shoes, and walk for 15 minutes today. Don't say you will use your phone less. Put it away for 30 minutes and focus on the important task in front of you. Don't say you will live more positively. Stop consuming things that make your mind heavy, starting today. Don't say you will become a better version of yourself. Do one thing that your better version would definitely do. Don't wait until you feel ready to start. Just do it, and you will naturally find the motivation to continue right after. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Lesson 5. Final lesson. Keep your goals a secret. And now, we come to the final lesson. You should not tell people too much about your goals, even the people you trust most. This is not because you don't trust them. It is because not everyone can understand the person you are trying to become. Psychology has a simple rule. If you say it, you won't do it. Research proves that telling people about your big goals makes it harder to reach them. Our brains are easily tricked by praise. Imagine you want to be a writer. You have to stay up late and wake up early to write every page. That process is very hard and boring. But when you proudly say, "I am going to write a book," and your friends say, "That is great. I believe in you," your brain quickly gets happy hormones as a reward for their praise. Right away, your motivation goes down, just like a balloon losing its air. When you enjoy this praise too much, you slowly lose the energy for your goal. That is why working quietly is always more effective. Old philosophy and spirituality teach us something very important. Some goals need to grow in silence. Imagine your goal is a tiny candle flame. It needs protection before it is strong enough to face the wind. If you talk about your plans too soon, the outside wind can easily blow the flame out before it really shines. I will tell you an important secret. Truly smart and wise people do not show off too much. Instead, they stay quiet to build their inner strength. Think about what happens if you use all your energy to explain to everyone who you want to be. You will have to explain why you are changing. You have to make them believe your goal is serious. You have to face their praise, doubts, questions, judgments, and disbelief. In the end, the energy you should use to learn, practice, and reach your goal is completely gone. You wasted it trying to prove yourself to people who do not share your path. So, don't talk too much about the person you want to become. Just quietly live like that person, act like that person, and have the discipline of that person until your results speak for you. Starting today, stop talking about the perfect version of yourself you are chasing. Practice quietly and do your job well. Let your goal grow up before you show it to the world. A message for you, the one who is listening. My friend, no matter how tired you are right now, please do not let yourself fall into sadness and give up. Because when we lose faith in ourselves, it is very easy to go back to old habits, old fears, and old choices. We will just keep living in the same loop that hurt us before. In your darkest times, the most important thing is not to be strong right away. The most important thing is to protect the small fire burning inside you. Even if it is weak, even if it is just a tiny bit of hope, do not let it die. Because sometimes that little hope is the only thing that helps you keep going when everything around you makes you want to stop. That is the true meaning of focusing on yourself. It does not mean turning your back on the world. It does not mean becoming cold or careless. It means learning to build your inner strength again, healing your tired soul, keeping your faith, and step by step, becoming someone who can stand on their own 2 feet. I hope that, after listening to this, you will have enough courage to face your fears, enough patience to walk through the hard days, and enough belief that your life can still be beautiful. Keep going. It is okay to be slow. It is okay to be alone, as long as you do not give up on yourself. And then one day, when you look back, you will be proud that you didn't let your darkest days write your whole story. You will be proud that you chose to stand up, proud that you protected your inner fire, proud that you became a stronger and more peaceful version of yourself. Thank you for not giving up today.